Hi everyone, and welcome to the Figueroa fam channel. And today I want to share with you guys of how to travel and fly airline with the toddler. So we flew a couple months ago with our at the time he was 16-month-old toddler, and I did tons of research of how to entertain a little child so you will not go crazy while you're on a plane for hours. So our flight was 3.5 hours, and then we had an hour break, and then we flew another 3.5 hours. So it was about 7.5 hours around there in total flight. And I was so surprised that he actually did a very good job. He did not, my child does not sit still, and I was surprised he didn't want to run around the plane at all. Me and him took a walk maybe once the whole time on the way there. But like that, he did such a great job of just sitting and all the things that I entertained him with. And I want to share those tips and tricks for a family or a mom or whoever is flying with a little child, either a 1-year-old. You know, as soon as they turn 1, they start to becoming very mobile and running around, and they do not want to sit still. So here are some tips. First, find out what your airline guidelines are. What is allowed, what isn't allowed. If so, even call them and tell them you're flying with a toddler. What are their standards? So we flew with American Airlines, and they allowed a stroller and a car seat for free. So I'm like, I'm taking a stroller. I'm not gonna be in the airport for an hour holding my baby. Also, I took a baby carrier. I know my baby was big, he's 16 months, but still take a baby carrier. He was getting cranky and tired and sleepy because he was sleepy. So I put him in my baby carrier, and I just patted him and comforted him, and he fell asleep in the baby carrier on the plane. Also, with our airline, we were able to, for the child, to have a free diaper bag. And it didn't say, it did have a size, but it literally just allowed you to get a huge diaper bag. So I had a huge diaper bag. And there are so many little zippers that I fit so many stuff in here. I will tell you how awesome, just so much stuff fit in here. So what you need to get is lots and lots and lots of different toys. I packed way before, so he would forget about those toys like they were new toys when he played. And I knew what kind of toys he loved. He loved like making noise toys, little button toys. He loved buttons, so I got him. So in the diaper bag, I put a little backpack filled of his toys. And I had a little car that had buttons and sang songs. A little remote that had a whole bunch of buttons and also sings and makes noise. Little cars. A couple books that you can read with them. Get them entertained for a little bit. Different cars that take apart and move around, and like you can put. And a little selfie stick. And he would love playing with this back and forth, and just, you know, play with something that's not his, that's mama's. He always likes to play with my stuff. So in this little backpack, it fit in here, no problem. Also, I packed, obviously I had a little bit of diapers and wipes, and then in my bag I also had diapers and wipes for him. The rest of the bag I filled with food, all kinds of food. Entertaining a child with food. He gets bored of one food, give him a different food. Give him a toy, he gets bored with the toy, you give him a different. Like, it was not hard. It was very entertaining, and it actually helped me to get distracted to entertain him, so the time went by faster. Get a sippy cup or some kind of cup that is spill proof, so he does not spill the water as he's drinking. And you can put water in here. Most airplane regulations for toddlers, they will just kind of screen it through to see, but you can even bring breast milk or formula and have a whole more than their 3.4, whatever they have. Also, I brought him was yogurt applesauce, and it does not have to be a standard size. It can be any size because you are bringing this for your child. And just lots of snacks I have written down. So juice, water, cookies, biscuits, yogurt, cheese, crackers, gummies, chips, puffs, just really anything your child likes to eat. Just bring it in small quantity sizes, you know, little Ziploc bags, little cereals, Fruit Loops. And I also brought in these kind of containers some fruits. Got some grapes, he loves grapes. If you bring food, try not to bring very messy food like mac and cheese. It could be a bit messy, but if you're okay with dealing some messy foods, you can. And then I had this kind of bag also, this is where I put his wipes and diapers in here, to have it all kind of in the little compartments, so I don't like have to go through the whole diaper bag just to find something. And yeah, I also brought our iPad and had a big sturdy case on it just in case he drops it. But to my surprise, to my unexpectation, or I was surprised, he did not really want to watch cartoons on the plane or play a game. He did a little bit, and then for a long time he didn't, and then I brought him back a little bit again to the iPad, tried to watch a little bit cartoons, take a snack. He did a little bit, but he got bored and he would rather just hang out with us. We would just play and giggle with him and just do little, maybe learn some games like pat a cake, or just any little tickling game, or just that you could sing to them and clap and show them like head, shoulders, knees and toes song. Look outside with them and point at the clouds, and just, I'm pretty sure your child will do great. Just find ways that you can entertain them, and I wish you guys the best. And if you guys have any more questions or comments, comment down below. That's practically much it. That really worked for us was lots of different snacks. And don't worry if anything your airline does not allow, you can just throw it away. But for little kids, they allow a lot of stuff, so you wouldn't have to worry. That's why I just called them and asked them in advance. That's what I did, and they told me, and I took our stroller and the car seat, and it was so handy while we were moved from airport to airport with transportation. A baby carrier helped a lot. Lots of different toys also helped with just entertaining. Also, you could just hold the baby in the baby carrier or its hand, or just run after the baby a little bit in the airplane, just if they get really tired of sitting for too long. You can walk with them a little bit, or walk to the bathroom, you know, wash their hands. They will get entertained with washing their hands, washing their face, and then you walk back with them to your seat. Just a little bit of stretching, because I know I even got a little tired of just sitting. And our airplane had like a little screen with the TV in front, so that was really nice and really much easier to entertain him. Also, he was kind of fascinated at the screen, and he would try and press it. I think he almost broke it, but he didn't. And just plug in the headphones in there, and he got entertained with headphones. And yeah, like it's not that difficult. Or I was really terrified because it was the first time flying with him, and I was really terrified of how it's gonna turn out and how it's gonna be. But he did very well, and I think your child will do very well as long as he has food and he has toys and take a nap. Also, what I would recommend, so when you take off, sometimes your ears can pop, and I've read a lot where you can use a binky. If your child takes a binky, that will help them so they won't be terrified or can react bad to the lifting off with their ear popping. Also, eating something while the lift off, they are eating, chewing on something, so their jaw is working, so that should also help. Our child, he did very well with the lift off. He did feel it, but he didn't cry, he didn't whine. No, I don't remember quite. I did have a binky for him, but I'm not sure if he had the binky or he also was eating something. I think he might have been eating something. But also, if your child takes a binky helps. I try not to give him the binky as much as possible because I was in the process of taking the binky away. But I did give him the binky at times when he was getting tired and restless, and I did give him the binky so he would fall asleep faster and easier, because, you know, it's a different atmosphere, different place, not his comfy bed, so it was a little bit harder for him to go to sleep, but he did. And the binky and a light blanket, I would say in the diaper bag, put a light blanket for your child, so when you put them to sleep, they can be airy and breathable. Also, put 2 pairs of changing outfits, so if anything happens, if he spills something or he poops through the clothes, you have a pair of extra clothes that you have, so you won't be like, oh my gosh, I don't have any clothes on hand with me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful, and good luck to your travels.